When it comes to choosing the right bike for long-distance adventure in all parts of the world, one that can handle everything from smooth highways to rugged off-road trails and can be self-repaired, the Suzuki DR650 stands out. It's not the fastest, flashiest, or most high-tech bike on the market, but that's exactly why it's the best option for taking around the world. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Breath of Adventure. Today we are talking why I believe the legendary DR650 makes the best choice for your around the world adventure. Make sure you stay till the end to find out why. When it comes to adventure riding around the world, there are a lot of bikes to choose from. But if you're serious about exploring remote corners of the planet, the DR650 stands out as the ultimate tool for the job. It's not flashy or fancy, and it doesn't have the biggest engine, but what it does have is something far more important when it comes to around-the-world travels: reliability, simplicity, and adaptability. The Bush Pig has been virtually unchanged for decades, and that's one of its greatest strengths. Suzuki didn't overcomplicate it. No fancy electronics, no complex components, just a solid, air-cooled 649cc single-cylinder engine that thrives on being put to work. Less to break, less to worry about, I would say, is the best equation for riding around the world. The beauty of this bike lies in its simplicity. It's easy to fix on the side of the road or trail with basic tools and parts. And if you're halfway across the world, chances are someone nearby knows how to work on the bike and may also have parts. If no one's around, but you can get signal, forums, guides, and rider communities are endless. There's no shortage of support for this machine to fix it yourself. One of the best parts of building out a DR650 is the availability of aftermarket accessories and parts to transform it into the perfect around-the-world adventure machine. That's a big factor when building an around-the-world bike: how much you can invest into all the necessary accessories and parts for that level of trip. Bigger fuel tanks like the Acheribus or the IMS extend your range significantly, allowing you to go further between fuel stops, which is necessary depending on what part of the world you're in. If you're building the bike for around the world in any type of terrain that may come your way, it's crucial to have the proper protection on the bike. Engine guards, skid plates, bush bars, all the things necessary to protect the bike and protect you to continue the trip around the world. And when it comes to luggage, the options are endless. From soft panniers to hard cases, tail racks to tank bags, you can outfit the DR650 to handle long-distance journeys with ease. A true adventure bike isn't just about road touring with occasional dirt paths. It's about navigating single tracks, crossing deserts, and pushing through unpredictable terrain and not having to say no or turn around. The DR650 excels at all of this. It balances on-road comfort with off-road capability, something those massive 1200 and 1250s can't fully match. They're touring bikes dressed up as adventure machines. The weight of these larger ADV bikes can also be a real drawback when it comes to choosing the right bike for you. Picking up a 500+ pound bike repeatedly can wear you down fast. The DR650 is far lighter, making it easier to handle in technical sections or after a fall. Don't get me wrong, those big ADV bikes have their place, but for true around-the-world adventure, you want something nimble and manageable. The DR650 isn't afraid of single tracks, rocky paths, or the long highways ahead. With the larger ADV bikes, you're not just dealing with size, you're dealing with complexity. Modern big adventure bikes come with electronic suspension, ride modes, tech-heavy components. If something fails, you're stuck relying on specialized tools or dealerships that might not exist in remote areas, plain and simple. The DR650 keeps things mechanical and straightforward, meaning you can fix most issues with a few wrenches and a little know-how. So this is where the distinction between around the world touring and around the world adventure riding comes in. Touring is about covering distance comfortably, sticking mostly to paved roads, occasionally hitting gravel, but it's fairly predictable. Adventure riding, on the other hand, is about not having limitations. It's about taking the route less traveled, even if it means riding through a river crossing, remote trails, unpredictable conditions, but camping in breathtaking spots. Neither is better. They simply serve different purposes. Adventure riding isn't just a hobby, it's a way of life. It's about freedom, independence, and it's learning to trust both yourself and your machine. The bush pig is that reliable companion that doesn't need constant babysitting. It lets you focus on the journey and not the bike. Adventure riding is more than just covering miles. It's about self-discovery. Every breakdown, every wrong turn, every lonely night under the stars adds to the experience. It's the grit, the problem solving, and the resilience that shape you as a rider and as a human. The DR650, it's not just a machine, but a part of the story you're writing as you explore unfamiliar territory. So if you're planning to take the long road, the one that doesn't always appear on the maps, consider the DR650. It's not just a bike. It's a ticket to explore the world on your own terms and discover the kind of rider and person you are along the way. If you've enjoyed this episode, let me know in the comments, or if you've traveled around the world on your motorcycle, please let us know a story below. Thanks for being here as always, and we'll see you on the next one. And if you haven't already, hit that button and make sure you subscribe for more content like this. Remember, always ride to live another day.